Okay, I will call this meeting of Sunday County Commissioners to order for Thursday, January 6th. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commissioner Paradiso, how about a prayer for us today? Okay.
Church bells are ringing. Dear God, thank you for leading us into a new year, and we ask that you continue to oversee our county and support and help all those with COVID and all the challenges that we have. Look over this meeting today. Give us guidance as we do county business. Amen.
Amen. Kylie, roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Here.
Commissioner Kirschner.
Here.
Commissioner Schutt.
Here.
Okay, I'll accept a motion to approve the audio-video recording of our last meeting held Monday, December 27th.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Okay, any additional discussion? Hearing none. Kylie?
Commissioner Schutt.
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes.
Commissioner Kirschner.
Yes. So, we want to go through the normal part of the meeting here, Administrator, or do we want to just go to the motions?
It's up to you. I don't have a report today. Today's my first day back from a little vacation, so I don't have year-end reports. I'll have that next session for you.
Okay, Commissioners, would you like to add anything today?
Yeah, sure got a few things to report on here real quick. Just want to wish everybody here in Seneca County a Happy New Year. Hopefully we can make 2022 even better than 2021, which was still a good year. Wanted to wish my great Aunt Leona a happy 90th birthday. Just a few days ago she had her birthday, so it was nice to get out there and see some family. Nice. And one thing I found out that I didn't know about her, she was actually Tiffin's first homecoming queen back in 48 or 49, so a little piece of information I never knew, but happy birthday, Aunt Leona. Also want to congratulate Kibler Shoes, the new owners of that, Clinton and Kimberly Wood, and congratulations to Joe Obringer. From what the TSEP press release said, the oldest retail space or retail business still in operation in Ohio, in the state of Ohio, correct, David?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Congrats to all of them. Also wanted to congratulate the new council members for Fostoria and Tiffin and the new township trustees that were elected here in the recent election. Look forward to working with all of those people and individuals, and if you're listening or watching this, don't hesitate to reach out to the county commissioner's office if you guys need help with something or want to work together on a project, and best of luck to you. And then also want to congratulate Adam Gilmore here on his new position with TSEP. Look forward to working with you as well, and congrats. That's all I have.
Good. And just a comment, David Zach's here. The entrepreneurial clearinghouse is awesome. That was, you want to explain that, how you match businesses up? And,
sure.
And
so,
how that evolved, because this is a classic textbook where maybe a business could have closed because they couldn't find an owner, and there was a process, and now the business continues.
Yeah,
it's just awesome.
Happy to do it. Yeah, we, the first few years I was here, we saw businesses like Surf and Turf and Hope Roy's and Temcon, kind of, people retiring or want to get out of the business for whatever reason. And we didn't have a good way to connect them or get the word out. They didn't want to scare employees, or they just, couldn't connect the people. And so we came up with the idea to work with the business, get the information, but put it out there confidentially, but use our media relations to get it out to far and wide and to promote it, work with our partners to promote it. And we did, the first project we ever did was kind of, and it's not just for buying businesses, it's any kind of entrepreneurial opportunity. So Bird Scooters, it's like, hey, we're looking for someone that wants to do a side hustle, side business, and kind of manage that. And they got more applications when we put the word out about that than they got from almost any other community. And this was the second one we did, and we called it Project Starlight. We put out, this is what they're selling it for, selling the building. We didn't say it was shoes. We said this is a retail business, And we got 20, and within the space of about a week and a half, we got 20 interested investors, either in the business and the real estate, or one or the other. We took them all to Joe, and then he reached out to everybody, but he could have reached out to whoever he wanted to. So they kind of called us, we talked to him to make sure it wasn't someone with some legitimate interest. And then he had those conversations. Within 2 weeks, they had a letter of intent. He had a letter of intent, and then they've been working on the transaction and the stuff of it. I think to complete it. I think the other exciting thing is that as we're doing this, we're working with the business owners to say, hey, are you willing to stick around and help the business owner, the new entrepreneurs, the new owners learn the business and do it? And that's like having built-in mentorship and coaching and teaching. And so that's what's exciting to Clinton and Kimberly, and it's exciting to Joe, and we keep this institution, and we're hoping to do this with a lot of other businesses, because that's the natural cycle thing. Not everybody wants to work forever, right? And we can't. So we just want to keep these businesses. So we're super
Everybody
excited.
turns their head towards Commissioner Kirschner. But not everyone wants to work forever.
I'm not.
I just had to throw that.
The great ones have to, at some point. Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, they aren't still playing in.
That's right.
In the Major League Baseball.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, so we got a couple leads out there right now, and it's beginning to get known. So I appreciate you asking, giving us a chance to talk about it, so people can hear about it, because people who may not have just thought, I'm just going to close my shop, may be like, hey, I want to try this, and maybe give somebody else a chance. And then people who don't know, I mean, these were people in a neighboring county that would have never heard about it in a different way. So we're super excited.
Awesome.
Can I ask a question on that topic real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Just curious, David, has anyone reached out to Backroads Diner over in Attica? Because I've heard through the grapevine that they've been trying to sell, but might be worth reaching out to them and see if we can assist them more there in that eastern part of the county.
Yep, we will do that, and it's exciting. One of the things that Adam's going to be doing is entrepreneurship, so we're going to be bringing him into that, and he's going to be working with these companies, so it's exciting. Yeah, we got a couple. We have another one going live on Monday, and then I have a couple that I need to talk to, and then we'll add that for us to reach out to. So thank you for happy to do that.
Thank you.
Over to you. I'm good. Yeah, I just want to recognize, I think it's appropriate, the first meeting of the year. I see that Carolyn Bick is here from Congressman Jordan's office. And over the last 7 years, going into the 8th year, all the cooperation that we've had. I just got off the phone with Senator Reineke, had a conversation with Representative Click. And I think the mayor very well could be on the line today, because he typically is, either him or Dale. So I want to recognize the great amount of cooperation that we've had with all other government subdivisions that are out there throughout the last few years especially. I think that communication is vital to a successful county. And we've got an open line to Congressman Jordan. We've got an open line to Representative Click. We've got an open line to Senator Reineke, to the mayor, and to the township trustees on that level. And also, through the economic development folks on the private sector standpoint. So without the cooperation of all those folks, it's very difficult to kind of manipulate through everything that we're faced with. So just a big thank you to everyone for doing that and for being part of the county. And that's a big factor as to why we've been relatively successful, I think, the last few years. So thanks to all of you for that. So, can I go out of order here? And
You sure can. You're still president.
okay, well, this is the last act. So, I guess that what we need to do is the designation of board appointments, which we went over. Let's first look at that. Are there any changes? I think the only change is that Commissioner Schuff would like to do Seneca Tiffin and Seneca Economic Partnership.
Who's got that now? You
I've
do?
I've got it now, yes.
So move that to
I
Tyler.
will still stay as part of that as much as I can, but I think the transition is appropriate.
Okay.
So
Tyler, okay.
I guess,
So,
yeah, let's do that, and this motion separately. Then a resolution to reorganize the Board of Seneca County Commissioners And I would propose that for the year 2022, Commissioner Anthony Paradiso be president and Commissioner Tyler Schuff be vice president. And I will further motion that the nominations be closed.
I'll second Commissioner Kirschner's motion.
Okay. Roll call, please, Kylie.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes,
Commissioner Kirschner.
Yes,
that's it. So-
that's it, you're on.
So my first comments are to recognize Commissioner Kirschner. I've been a commissioner for 2.5 years, and I want to thank you for your leadership. And Commissioner Thomas was president, you've been president. We've been through a lot together, and I just appreciate your consistency and just your leadership. It's valued, and thank you. I'm glad you're still around for another year, but big shoes to fill sitting over here in the middle. Try not to be too frustrated because I'm out of sync here, but thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
Okay, with that, I think, do we have any other old business to talk about? We're getting down to new business.
New business?
Okay.
Let's see, I have a resolution establishing the ability to dispose of unneeded, obsolete, or unfit county property by means of online internet auction as an alternate to public auction or sealed bid, and charging county department administrators or directors the disposal management oversight retroactive to January 1st, 2022. This is a resolution we do every year at the beginning to allow us to use like GovDeals. Sheriff uses it a lot. The engineer's office uses it a lot. I think our maintenance is starting to use that a little more, get rid of the cars, different things like that. We don't usually have enough stuff that creates a need to have
An auction.
an auction
Separate.
here, so we do take advantage of that now that we're allowed to. So that's one we do every year. And the engineers ones is the same, we do these every year. I have a resolution authorizing Seneca County Engineer to hold an annual meeting of the county and township authorities. He is scheduled that for Thursday, March 17th, 2022 at 6 p.m. A resolution authorizing the expenditure of funds for supplies for times of snow removal, emergencies, and meetings held by the Seneca County Engineer. A resolution authorizing the Seneca County Engineer to use the force account pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code Section 5543.19 for the year 2022 in a matter of routine maintenance of equipment, yard facilities, and such emergency work as necessary. I have a resolution authorizing Seneca County Engineer to prepare and submit an application to participate in the Ohio Public Works Commission state capital improvement and/or local transportation improvement programs, to execute contracts as required for Issue 1, Round 37 for Seneca County. I have a resolution designating Mark Zimmerman as the authorized agent to participate in the ODOT Cooperative Purchasing Program. It's a little bit different than the state purchasing program that we usually use. I have a resolution authorizing a contract service agreement with Crawford County Board of Commissioners for the receipt, custody, and care of Crawford County juveniles on behalf of the Seneca County Youth Center for 2022. I have a resolution entering into contract with Seneca County Job and Family Services, Family and Children First Council, on behalf of the Seneca County Department of Job and Family Services, effective September 1st, 2021, so this is retro. And then I have a resolution appointing Michelle Smith to the Seneca County Board of DD for a 3-year term commencing January 1st, 2022 and expiring December 31st, 2021. I received an email from, is it Julie Shellhouse, that, let's see, Sandy Hallett has resigned, and she wants everybody to, she'll miss everybody, thank for the opportunity in serving, and the new one would be Michelle. I think I sent you the bio.
Oh, yeah.
You had a chance
she's
to look
a
at
good
it.
one. Yeah. Good. Thank you.
And I have a resolution amending the board's orders, annual appropriations resolution for the general fund. Common Pleas 1 sent a court order over late last year to increase his budget by 3%, and so it did not get done by our last board session, so he has court ordered an increase in his general fund and his non-general fund for the 3%. And then I have a resolution amending the board's orders for the non-general fund. When it converted over to Excel, it did not include, for some reason, the clerk of court's title, her budget. So we're amending her budget total. This was just the salary stuff that didn't transfer over. Total 198,601.01, and that's total. That's not just the difference. Let's see. I have the dependent care spending. It's our flex spending account. When they inputted it into the analytics, it got inputted into the comment section instead of the actual section that transferred over. So the total is $25,860. Common Pleas Court, his non-general, court ordered $177,424. And then the law library was missed for the increase of $23,548.78. And then the note repayment, $50,000. And I think that's all I had.
I have a question. So
Sure.
all these corrections and changes, does that affect our total, which we're certified for?
Yes.
It does?
Yep.
Pushes us over a little bit?
It won't push us over because
It'll just change it, but I mean, are we under?
Yeah, we're
the
still under
19?
the certified, yes.
Okay,
Yep.
that's my question. Okay,
Yep.
good.
Yep.
So these are just some year-end adjustments, but it doesn't
Yep.
increase what we're approved to spend?
Yep.
Okay.
So when the judge court orders, I have to go ahead and, so the resolution looks like, 198,000, but that's his total.
It's
Yep.
8,000.
Instead of just changing, I need to follow the court order, and it said that's what the amounts were, so that's why it's amending it, so.
Okay, and then the juvenile contract with Crawford County, is that an annual contract?
Yes,
Okay, so
we have other counties
we
that
don't
they
go
do
2 or
too.
3 years, it's
Yep.
always annual.
They usually do
Somehow
that.
Okay,
Yep.
that's all questions I have. Any other questions?
Just out of curiosity, do you have a ballpark idea what that dollar amount was roughly
For
some of the
About
requests?
$6,000, it was 3%.
For the court order, I don't know if I have the difference written down. I think the general fund was approximately 6,000. I think his non-general fund was like 8,000.
Got it.
And his non-general is just a contract service, so I don't know if that was the grant. He figured out that he had an increase in a grant, but he included that in the court order.
Thank you.
I will move for approval of the
Yep.
resolutions and new business.
I'll second Commissioner Kirschner's motion.
Okay, roll call?
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Kirschner,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradise.
Yes. So, Jimmy, before we open up public comment, David, with Adam, our guest here, would you like to make? Adam, you
Yes, we
introduce
would love
yourself,
to.
or,
Absolutely. So
and then we can go to public comment. Sorry, I missed you.
no, that's okay. We were kind of going public comment.
Yeah.
We'll go wherever you,
Good.
whenever you invite us. So super thrilled to bring on another really talented, hardworking, smart person who cares about this place, and that's kind of what we're looking for when we look for people. We had a exhaustive search. Mike was part of that on the back end with our finalists, and we were really excited to be able to make Adam an offer, and he accepted. He started yesterday, and he's going to be a regular fixture as he takes over for Audrey in that position. And so Adam, why don't you introduce yourself to the commissioners? I'll know you, but also the folks there and other folks in the audience. So go ahead.
Yeah, so you already know my name is Adam Gilmore. I'm very excited to be here. While I grew up in Central Ohio, I have very deep roots here in Tiffin. My family on my dad's side is from Old Fort. He practiced law here in Tiffin and represented Tiffin and the surrounding area in Congress, as well as my mom, who represented the area in the Ohio Senate. Those deep roots have really kind of brought me back here, and I'm very excited to be back. I went to the College of Worcester, studying political science, specifically international relations, and I graduated in 2019. From there, I then went on through the AmeriCorps program to work at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center in their external relations department. There, I was responsible for working on their response to the opioid crisis that was still very much unfolding at that time, and unfortunately still is unfolding. Specifically, I focused on how do we improve the Wexner Medical Center's communications regarding the opioid crisis. Following that, I didn't have the opportunity to spend too long there. My dream job at the Ohio Senate opened up, and I got the opportunity to work for Senator Dave Burke, who represented the 26th Senate District, which includes Tiffin and Seneca County. When he left at the beginning of the year following I guess the beginning of last year, following the end of his term, I stayed on with the 26th District to work with State Senator Bill Reineke. I was very fortunate to be able to work on issues that are very important to Seneca County and the surrounding area, including SB 52, his workforce bill, SB 166. And during the process of working for him, I had the opportunity to visit Tiffin and see the great work and the great success that TSEP has accomplished here, specifically in the downtown region. And that really interested me in moving back here to Tiffin and continuing that success. I know that collaboration is something that is very important and has really brought about that success to a great degree. So in that vein, I'm very excited to continue working with this board as well as working with the township trustees and the villages to make opportunities regarding economic development more available to the citizens of Seneca County. In that, to follow along with that, I'm very interested in expanding the reach of the entrepreneurship clearinghouse and expanding some of the programs that we're currently running over at TSEP, and I look forward to working with you all. Thanks for giving me the time today.
Well, welcome, Adam. It's good to have somebody that knows, where the meeting rooms and the bathrooms are in the Capitol building, right? You can just that to her. Well, welcome back, if you will, to Tiffin, Ohio, and good luck.
So my granddaughter's going to Worcester, and they sent her a video on how to pronounce the name. And so I noticed it's Worcester, right?
It's Worcester,
Yeah,
not
and so-
not Worcester.
Not
Yeah,
Worcester,
that,
it's like
upset.
Urinal, And so it was great when I heard you, because she sent me this video. And Jimmy,
There's a local figure who's a Worcester, former football player at Worcester. Anybody know who it is?
Ben Gillig.
Ben Gillig. Yep, Tiffin City Council. So
Worcester.
Fighting Scots, right?
Yeah.
Scots.
So welcome. Yeah, thank you. Jimmy, should we just, before we go to public, let's just go around the gallery?
Yeah, anyone in here first,
Yeah.
and then we'll online just be ready.
Sure.
Hey, good morning, Commissioners. Just Ben Nutter with Sunny Farms Landfill, Wind Waste Innovations. Just want to say Happy New Year. Congratulations, Commissioner Paradiso, on becoming the president. Have you signed all of the POs yet? As that needs to happen right away, or Stacy will be, there will be big trouble. So.
We do them all on the computer now, so it's much easier than when you were here.
guys got
You used to have stacks of paper this big. Now it's just a click.
Everything's electronic.
Anyway, so at Wind Waste Innovations, we're excited for 2022. We're starting to actually move physical dirt as it relates to our $37 million Americhem gas treatment plant that will remove 99.9% of all hydrogen sulfide out of the landfill gas and return it to elemental sulfur, which can then be used in soil stabilization and those kinds of things. So it's really a circular recycling model, and we're really excited about it. It will be this landfill and the landfill in Southern Ohio will be the state-of-the-art for landfills in the country. So we're excited. We're going to have you all out to check that system out as we go through the various stages, and we'll have a presentation for you as well. So, but appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. Carol, do you want to say anything? Welcome.
Happy New Year. Congratulations on your appointments. Saw the congressman yesterday. As I think everyone knows, we will be switching the district around, so the 5 counties that I have will be no longer part of Jim Jordan. So we'll hopefully have an office in Mansfield, which will probably be the farthest north we'll have. And I was helping Jimmy with a FEMA grant. I don't think it's going to work out, but I will talk to the Library of Congress and Congressional Research and see if we can find something else.
So you're here for the year, though?
I'm here.
You're a lame duck.
We
for a
can't
year.
sign at least till January 3rd of 23. So you got me for another year.
Will you be transferring then?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm
Yes.
hearing?
I
Okay, well, good.
decided to stay with Congressman Jordan.
Right, I
He
know
ruffles too many feathers not to.
You have a really good working relationship.
Yeah.
And when this is no longer the congressman, we could still take our phone call.
Maybe.
Bill, anything?
Yep, I want to wish everyone a happy new year, and I'm going to go over Cuba's shoes and buy a new pair of boots, because as we all know, I'm going to be running for Senate County Commissioner, and I have big shoes to fill, so I need to be bigger than that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Appreciate, hoping down the road we all working together, and as the road opens up, we're here to work with everybody on a collaborative effort, so thank you.
Good, thanks. Jimmy?
Great, if you're joining us on Zoom right now and you'd like to come forward during the public comment period, you can go ahead and hit the unmute button and speak now. Should work for you. I don't know. We had one person, I think, earlier who was unmuted, so I don't know if he's going to speak or not. Give him a second.
Mr. Little might have something to add.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is that Mike?
Jared.
Okay.
Go ahead again, sorry.
This is Scott Kirian.
Scott.
Okay. Welcome, Scott.
Okay, do I have it on right now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, good. I don't have a whole lot for you gentlemen today. However, I want to stay tuned on what's going on because I have some ideas I would like to present. I would imagine that you would be the office I would go to for the kind of things I want to do. I've got some ideas, but first of all, it's cold right now, and there's going to be I understand we got a 5K walk run coming up, and I don't know who's sponsoring that, but I've seen something about it on my phone. I know there's coming up, I believe in March or April in Tiffin, is that correct?
Yeah, St. Patty's Day. I assume downtown Tiffin will have one. St. Patrick's Day 5K.
Oh, that's okay. I got you.
Yep.
Well, see, what I was thinking about is, so there's no really need to get into major issues right now, but I was thinking around March or April. I have a very large following, and with a little bit of help from the local media, I believe I could get a pretty good following. And I'm not talking about people that belong to child cancer groups, but I know there's more people affected in Seneca County than what we hear from. And the only thing I want to do initially is bring some awareness to us, so I know what my next step would be. I don't want to keep on repeating it. There's so many ways easily to put on a fundraiser for different aspects of the issue. We got Hedges Boyer Park. Frisbee. I don't know what venues I would be, permitted to consider, so we'd have to talk about that, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
obviously,
Mr. Carrion,
you know,
thanks. One sec. I want to kind of back up for a second and just let people know. I'm Jimmy Flint. We've talked through the Facebook before. Mr.
Yes,
Carrion
yes.
is a childhood cancer awareness advocate. He's a colon cancer survivor himself. We shared his podcast this week. You guys might have seen. He was on a podcast.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and so just to kind of back up, because I think there may be a disconnect of kind of what you're talking about, and so I wanted to back up and say that, and then I guess kind of go back to you here, but I just to let people know where you're coming from, because your cause is the childhood cancer awareness, correct? Still with us?
Lost him.
I'm not sure.
So, yeah, moving on, Jimmy, you can reach out to it maybe when they have the event, they could light
Yeah.
the courthouse, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I did want to say in September
And,
we did light the courthouse gold at Mr. Carrion's request.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're very supportive of the cause, and yeah, and I can work, Mr. Carrion, I'll work with you afterwards, and any way we can help out, I think we're going to try to do that. So.
Okay. Thanks, Jimmy, for doing that.
Shows that he's unmuted, but maybe he lost his signal or something.
Anything else before we adjourn? There will not be a meeting next week. We have a meeting on the 20th.
20th?
It's a regularly scheduled commissioner meeting. We will then have a work session, right, following that, to
Yep.
discuss buildings and grounds and capital projects. And then the 20th in the evening, we will have our EMS meeting at 7 o'clock at NCOESC.
Perfect.
Got it.
Now, what's it stand for?
Wow.
North Central Ohio Education Service Center. Yeah.
So, hey, it's a little slow, but.
No, that's all right. That's
So with
that's a lot of
that,
alphabet.
with that, I'm gonna do this.
Okay, here we go.
Meeting is adjourned.
All right. Perfect.